More than 25 years, we've seen legendary pirates, powerful marines, and mysterious figures from the shadows. But the question is, who are the strongest characters right now in One Piece? So today, I'm going to rank the top 10 strongest characters we've seen so far, based on their feats and the information Oda has given us. And before we start, a quick rule for this list. I'm not including characters like Joy Boy or Davy Jones, because we still don't know enough about them. And I'm also not including dead legends like Roger or Rox, so don't get mad if you don't see them here. With that said, let's get started. At number 10, we have the Fleet Admiral of the Marines, Akainu. Akainu possesses one of the most destructive devil fruits in the entire series, the Magu Magu no Mi, also known as the Magma Fruit. This fruit is stated to have the highest offensive power among devil fruits. During the Battle of Marineford, Akainu proved just how terrifying he is. He killed Ace, fought directly against Edward Newgate, and survived some of the strongest attacks we've ever seen. But that's not all. Akainu also fought Kuzan for 10 straight days on Punk Hazard. The battle was so intense, it permanently changed the climate of the island. Akainu left permanent scars on Aokiji, and Aokiji even lost a leg after that fight. With feats like that, Akainu easily takes the number 10 spot. At number 9, we have the legendary hero of the Marines, Garp. In his prime, Garp was so powerful that even the strongest pirates respected him. He fought equally with Gol D. Roger, and he was one of the men responsible for defeating the legendary pirate Rox D. Zebek during the God Valley incident. But even in his old age, Garp is still a monster. When he invaded Hachinosu to rescue Kobe, he destroyed a huge part of the island and fought against the Blackbeard pirates, including his former student, Aokiji. And honestly, if Garp didn't have to protect Kobe, he might have destroyed them all. At number 8, we have the world's worst criminal, Dragon. Now, I know some of you might not like this placement, but the truth is, we still haven't seen Dragon's full power yet. However, Dragon is the leader of the Revolutionary Army, the man who directly opposes the world government, and the most wanted man in the world. And knowing Oda, he's clearly saving Dragon for the final saga. So, my advice? Invest in Dragon early, because he's definitely going to be a monster. At number 7, we have Shamrock, the twin brother of Shanks and the leader of the Holy Knights. In the Elbaf arc, we saw that Shamrock's sword have the Cerberus Double Fruit. With his power, he was able to heavily damage Loki, which already tells us how dangerous he is. And in the flashback of King Harold, when Shanks returned to Marijois, his father Garling mentioned that Shanks had the talent to reach Shamrock's level because their skills were similar. And don't forget that he have Imu's powers. That statement alone tells us how powerful Shamrock must be. At number 6, we have the world's strongest swordsman, Mihawk. In a world filled with powerful swordsmen like Shanks and Shamrock, Mihawk is the one who holds the title of the strongest. He was once the rival of Shanks, and their duels were legendary across the seas. But after Shanks lost his arm, Mihawk lost interest in fighting him. And the fact that Zoro, one of the strongest fighters of the new generation, is aiming to surpass Mihawk tells you just how powerful he really is. At number 5, we have Blackbeard, also known as Marshall D. Teach. Teach is one of the most dangerous pirates in the world. He is the only person in history known to possess 2 devil fruits, the darkness power of the Yami Yami no Mi, and the world-shaking power of the Guda Guda no Mi, the same fruit that once belonged to Whitebeard. The Guda Guda no Mi is said to have the power to destroy the entire world. And knowing Blackbeard, he's only getting stronger. And he's also the son of Rox D. Zebek, or let's say Davy D. Zebek. So Teach have the blood of the legendary pirate Davy D. Jones. I'm pretty sure that he will become much stronger later on. At number 4, we have the Prince of Elbaf, Loki. As Loki himself said, words cannot describe his power. He ate the legendary fruit of Elbaf, the Nidhogg Devil Fruit, giving him terrifying abilities, and we saw how big his dragon form is compared to giant Luffy form. And in the latest manga chapters, Oda himself referred to Loki as one of the strongest beings. So, it's almost guaranteed that Loki belongs in the top 5 strongest characters right now. At number 3, we have our future pirate king, Luffy. After awakening his devil fruit and unlocking Gear 5, Luffy became the new Joy Boy. This transformation made him completely broken in battle. His power allows him to fight with ridiculous freedom and reality-bending abilities. The only thing holding him back right now is his stamina, but once Luffy masters this power, he will definitely reach an even higher level. At number 2, we have the Child of Destiny, Shanks. As Scooper Gabon said, Shanks is someone who is going to play a huge role in the future of the world. And when it comes to hockey, Shanks might be the strongest user we've ever seen in the series. Just imagine this. He was able to scare an admiral from miles away using nothing but his hockey. That alone shows the insane level of power he has reached. And don't forget that he ended Kid with just one divine departure. But there might be even more to Shanks than we think. I actually have a theory that Shanks' mother might be connected to the legendary Davy clan. And if that turns out to be true, it could mean that Shanks carries the blood of Davy D. Jones himself. And if that's the case, then Shanks might be even more important to the final saga than we ever imagined. And finally, at number 1, the strongest character we've seen so far in One Piece. Imu-sama, the mysterious ruler sitting on the empty throne, the true king of the world. What makes Imu so terrifying is what we saw in the recent chapters. Even named attacks from some of the strongest characters in the story didn't seem to affect Imu at all, and that moment made many fans feel like Imu might actually be invincible, which raises a huge question for the future of the story. How is Monkey D. Luffy going to defeat someone like Imu? Because if Imu truly stands at the top of the world, then Luffy's final battle might be the craziest fight in all of One Piece. And that was my personal top 10 strongest characters in One Piece right now. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. And I want to hear your opinion too. Who do you think is the strongest character in One Piece? Drop your ranking down in the comments. And who knows, maybe in the final war, Oda will completely change everything we thought we knew about power in this world.